In this week's True Crime Tuesday, we're digging into a new book that explores the stories of women accused in some of the most gruesome killings. Women Who Murder, an international collection of deadly true crime tales, explores the fascinating psychology and motives behind the crime. We have Murder in the Rain's Alisha Holland. She wrote a piece of featured work here with author Mitzi Szereto and this newest collection, and they join us here this morning. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Appreciate the time. Mitzi, let's start with you. Talk about this latest collection. Why focus on female murderers with this story?
Yes, I think there's an extra fascination when it comes to women who commit murder. I guess that cliche about the gentle sex still, permeates our culture a bit. But I think this book will turn people's opinions on its head there, because there's some pretty deadly ladies in here, and some of them are quite brutal.
Yeah, it is an interesting point. You know, whether it's a documentary or stories, most of them do seem to focus on men as the suspect. So, Alisha, talk about the case that you covered with your piece.
Yeah, so I covered the case of John Price, who was the victim of Catherine Knight in Aberdeen, Australia, actually. And speaking of brutal, this one is pretty brutal, but it was really to show that, you know, so often we do talk about the female victims because statistically, it's much more often a female victim. But it is important to talk about that there are male victims of domestic violence, of coercive control, and eventually homicide.
Well, and true crime it's an interesting genre, and in my opinion, the conversation both about it and around it is interesting because you are talking about these stories that can be quite captivating, but these are also real people that have gone through real traumatic events. Why is true crime, why does it grab people the way that it does?
That's a great question. Mitzi?
Well, I think people are just interested in what makes others tick, especially people who have gone way over the edge and committed some pretty awful crimes. You read about these things and we can remove ourselves from them to some degree, but when you start reading the true crime, you get into their heads. I think that's for successful true crime is to help the reader or the viewer get into the heads of these people and to try to find some rationale or understanding, if that's even possible. Sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't.
Interesting. Alisha, what's your take on that?
I think it's kind of the same idea, and I think for humans, murder or hurting others is kind of the ultimate taboo, but it's also something I think we all know we're capable of. We can all see ourselves frustrated in traffic or angry at a partner or in that circumstance where maybe you feel really heated, and so maybe we've had our toes to that line, but to read about the people that have crossed it, to, I don't know, look into that dark side or to see that thing that's so taboo and have a different understanding of it. Yeah,
it's a fascinating conversation. Well, there is a book signing happening this week outside of Seattle in Bellingham. What are the details and the dates on that, and when exactly is this book signing going to be?
It's on Thursday, March 21st at 6 p.m. at Village Books in Bellingham, which is in Fairhaven Village, a lovely historic Fairhaven. And I will be joined. This is quite a special event because all my Pacific Northwest contributors are coming with me to do this event. Alisha is going to be there, of course. Tom Larson, who's also from the greater Portland area, and Mike Brown will be coming from Vancouver, BC. So it'll be the four of us doing readings and having a conversation about the book and taking questions from the audience.
Oh, that's great. I was just about to ask. So if people show up, they can ask questions and really engage with the authors, it sounds like.
Yes, that's exactly what we'd like to accomplish.
Yeah, that's great. And where can people find the book?
Well, it came out just now, actually, and it's available pretty much anywhere books are sold, online and in store. So it's worldwide publication. So just get to your bookstores or go online.
That sounds great. Well, enjoy the book signing. Looking forward to that. And congratulations. It's a big deal to be able to get this out there. So appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you. And again, I would like to ask everyone that does want to do it to shop small, go to your local bookstores, get it in your hands. You don't have to wait for shipping, and you can support local businesses.
That's great.
Absolutely.
That's great. Well, Alisha and Mitzi, really appreciate your time here, and thanks for joining us on AM Extra. Always appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us.
Of course. And again, Women Who Murder, an international collection of deadly true crime tales, out now. And for more from Murder in the Rain, you can hear new episodes streaming weekly. Follow them on social media and listen to their investigations wherever you stream your podcasts. And of course, tune into AM Extra every Tuesday morning for a new local case.